Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome to another tarot reading from me. Today is going to be another reading on predictions for the following 7 to 10 days. And once again, I have selected the crystals intuitively. Let me focus them. And right, so this is for those of you who would like to choose with just crystals. You have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. So pile number 1 is, if I remember correctly, blue calcite, but I'm not 100% sure. All right, pile number 2 is jade. Pile number 3 is amethyst. All right, so you can pause the video if you would like to. You can meditate upon the question at hand and take some deep breaths. Center, exhale longer than you inhale so that you can calm yourself down, and then open your eyes, choose the first crystal that stands out to you instinctively. And as usual, if you feel drawn to more than one, you are free to listen to several or even all of them and choose whichever messages resonate. And I will see you at your reading. So this is going to be the selection process for the cards for each pile. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 1, the people who chose the blue calcite? What should they know about the next 7 to 10 days from now? What do they have to know about the next 7 to 10 days from now? Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2, the people who chose the jade crystal? What should they know about the next 7 to 10 days from now? Spirit, what can you tell me about the pile number 3, people who chose the amethyst? What should they know about the next 7 to 10 days from now? All right, so pile number 1, you have the 6 of spirals, which is the 6 of wands. Try not to focus on the meaning of the card, just whether it draws you in or not. Pile number 2, you have the 5 of spirals, which is the 5 of wands. Pile number 3, you have Gaia, which is the Empress. All right, so let me in. Yep. I'm gonna try to arrange them. Let me see. Right. So this is for those of you who would like to choose with both crystals and cards. Pile number 1, you have this card over here and or this blue calcite crystal. Pile number 2, you have this card over here and or this jade crystal. Pile number 3, you have this card over here and or this amethyst crystal. All right, so you can pause the video if you need more time to decide. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. Once again, my recommendation is you take some deep breaths, center, meditate upon the question with your eyes closed, and then open your eyes and choose the first pile, card, or stone that stands out to you. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, you are free to listen to several or even all of them and choose whichever messages resonate. I will see you at your reading. So, welcome pile number 1. This is your reading if you have chosen this blue calcite crystal and or this card, which is the Six of Wands. So let's see what messages you have. All right, actually, let me start with the Oracle cards. All right. So, Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 1? The people who chose the blue calcite. What should they know about the following 7 to 10 days? What messages are coming for them? Wait. All right. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 1? The people who chose the blue calcite. What should they know about the next 7 to 10 days? Give me the relevant messages, Spirit. Anything would be appreciated. What do they need to hear? All right, so let's see. Acceptance and recognition. Already confirmation of the Six of Spirals. Freedom and intention. All right. Let's see what else we got. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 1? The people who chose the blue calcite crystal. What messages do they need to hear about the following 7 to 10 days? The following 7 to 10 days. What do they need to hear about the following 7 to 10 days, Spirit? Wow, you have death. You have the Three of Swords. You have the Strength. The Five of Cups. Oh, come on, come on. Ah! The Page of Swords. And Temperance. All right, let me get some more. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 1? The people who chose the blue calcite crystal. What should they know about the following 7 to 10 days from now? What's going to happen for them? What do they need to know, Spirit? So, the Two of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Empress, the Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Sun. Wow. So you have confirmations here. Something positive is going to happen. Like, it's really weird. It's kind of bittersweet here with what's going to happen for you in the next 7 to 10 days. So with all these positions, like the Sun, recognition, the Six of Wands, I mean, to me, this shows like you're either going to get a promotion or you're going to get some form of recognition. Like if you have social media, you might be gaining more followers. Maybe some of you might be receiving an award. I'm not necessarily seeing monetary gain and necessarily here with the recognition, just that you're going to get more appreciation. You're going to be noticed. Especially for those of you who are in the artistic field, you might be getting more attention. You might be, getting more limelight. People are going to notice you. You're going to stand out more. So this is good for anyone who is trying to stand out, like maybe you want to stand out in a crowd. Maybe you're going for a job or for a promotion, competing in some way. There's definitely going to be some kind of victory happening within the next 7 to 10 days. Now, obviously, this could be something considerable. This could be something, relatively minor. It depends on each person, depends on how much work you have put into different things up until this point. The Death and the Two of Wands show that you are like, some of you are leaving your old ways behind. You're really ending a chapter. I feel like many of you are going to feel braver. You're going to feel like, it's time to overcome your over-analyzing and your prudence. You're going to step out of your comfort zone. There is going to be some kind of a transformation happening. It's going to be, I really see something significant happening within, maybe even life-changing. There's going to be some kind of a significant change in your overview of life and your attitude. And yes, you're going to feel motivated to leave your comfort zone. I also see with the Three of Swords, there's going to be some heartache, or there has been heartache maybe recently. Your heartache has made you defensive. You're going to become more introspective within the following week. You're going to focus more on healing your wounds. You might be gaining some valuable insight into why you were hurt, maybe by a specific person. Usually with the Three of Swords, this does imply some kind of heartbreak or disappointment, especially in matters of romantic relationships. So maybe you've recently gone through a heartbreak that is still affecting you. Maybe it isn't even that recent, but it's something that is still affecting you. And you are still defensive because of this, but there is reason for you to lower your defenses. I feel like there's a message here not to be defensive, because there might be people trying to get close to you and you are being shut down. This is warning of not having too many barriers up and too many trust issues. And I know that's easier said than done, but I'm just, don't shoot the messenger here. I'm just telling you what I see. And you also have the Strength card and the Empress, which are very positive. You're going to feel pretty self-sufficient. You're going to feel really confident in your feminine energy during this following phase. You're actually, especially for those of you who are women or identify as more feminine in energy, you're going to feel really confident and really relax into your feminine energy within the following period. You're going to kind of like recognize that, hey, actually I can be strong and be very feminine at the same time. There's like a quiet confidence about you. So actually, since you have the Lion here, and you have the Sun, and you have recognition and the Six of Spirals, this is all kind of leading to Leo energy. So you're going to be really maybe attracting a lot of people with your beauty and your sense of self-love and confidence. I feel like your desire to focus more on self-love and your appearance as well is going to go up, probably because of this heartbreak energy. For some of you, this is literally about a physical glow up. Some of you might be feeling particularly determined to work on your health, your fitness, your looks. There could be, you could be starting a new phase, a transformative phase with respect to your physical appearance. You also have a message that, don't dwell too much on the past and missed opportunities, because actually there are plenty of opportunities near you. And I feel like this is especially true about romantic relationships and relationships in general. There are plenty of opportunities near you. I feel like you are going to have an opportunity to be helpful to others, either monetarily or through sharing your knowledge within the next 7 to 10 days. And, well, it's up to you whether you take it or not, but I feel like you're going to be rewarded and it's going to help you. So actually, I'm feeling like this could be an opportunity in disguise. Like maybe within the next 7 to 10 days, someone is going to, either someone is going to come up to you and ask you, hey, could you help out with this? Or maybe you're going to see like an ad or something, someone is needed to, or something like that. And you could be looking at that and thinking, I could do that, but I don't really feel like it. I feel like there's a strong message from Spirit that you should take it, that it's actually going to help you in the long run. Like it's going to be like a stepping stone or an opportunity in disguise. It might be something that really doesn't catch your eye at first, but it's actually something that's going to help you in the long term, especially professionally and materially. You're definitely going to be focusing on learning some new skills. Some of you might be learning about managing your finances. You might feel really drawn. Again, if you will be if your attention will be caught by, let's say, a course on how to manage your finances, you should get into it, because this is a good time for this. I feel like this tendency to be like looking for what to invest your money in, how to grow your finances, is going to be particularly on your mind within the next 7 to 10 days. And there's definitely a message that this is a good time to be focusing on this. Take on new courses, look up how to invest, what to invest in. If you invest within the following period, it's going to be a good time for that. Like most likely you're going to be making a good deal and you're going to get more money in the future. Your recognition, actually, this is the key here. Like your recognition, this recognition that is being talked about throughout your cards. 1, 2, 3 here, maybe even this 4, 5. And freedom. Wow. Yeah, this could be here with the freedom. This could be, again, you making the first steps towards financial freedom, I feel. Or it could be something connected with this opportunity in disguise, What was I going to say? Yeah, this is the key to your recognition, the Temperance card, which means that you're going to be getting recognition for either being some kind of a mediator between being some kind of a bridge between two separate things that might seemingly have nothing to do with one another, right? So like, let's say you work in a company and you're, I don't know, like in the HR department, and you come up with an idea to, I don't know, somehow like hire someone from HR to work part-time in another department or something, like to bridge the understanding between different teams within a company or something like that. Or it could be like, mixing different types of skills and knowledge in a way that seems unconventional. For some of you, even more specifically, this could be about nature, something to do with nature and travel and communication. Maybe a teaching position, because you also have the Six of Pentacles here. Definitely if you are into teaching of any kind or sharing knowledge, and you're going to get an opportunity within the next 7 to 10 days, it's going to be in your best interest to take it. And also, this is a good time to work on self-love in general. And focus on just what you want to create and what you want to achieve. This is why you have the intention card here. Alright, so this is pretty much what I can see for you, pile number 1. And I hope that you have enjoyed this. I thought it was pretty interesting. And definitely some pretty strong confirmations and messages here. And I hope that, yes, you have found this useful, and please don't forget to like if you have, subscribe to my channel, click on the notifications bell to see when I will post a new video, and also comment in the comment section with any feedback you would care to share. Also, if you're interested in a private tarot reading, you can check out the video description. I will leave more information about that there. And I hope to see you at my next reading. Have a nice week. Bye. So welcome, pile number 2. This is your reading if you have chosen this jade crystal and or this card right here, which is the Five of Wands. This is going to be the shuffling phase, and I'm going to add timestamps. You can skip directly to the reading. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 2? What should they know about the next 7 to 10 days from now? What are the main messages? All right. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2? What should they know about the next 7 to 10 days from now? Friendship and positivity. And wait, can you see them? All right. Strength, nice. And wisdom. All right, let's see. Spirit, what messages do you have for pile number 1? The people who chose the jade crystal. What messages do you have for them? Pile number 2, the people who chose the jade. What messages do you have for them? Death. Oh, wow. This one came out as the first card for pile number 1 too. All right. 7 of Wands. I think this is the Hanged Man. But yeah, it's the Hanged Man. The Two of Pentacles, the Two of Wands. Wow, you have similar cards to pile number 1, the Nine of Wands. If you feel drawn to pile number 1, check it out. Okay, Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2, the people who chose the the jade crystal? What should they know about the next 7 to 10 days from now? Oh, these 3 wants to come out. What should they know about the next 7 to 10 days from now? Spirit, what should pile number 2 know about the next 7 to 10 days from now? The Devil underneath the Death. The Six of Pentacles, wow, really, if you feel drawn to pile number 1, check it out. The Ten of Wands, you have so many wands. The Eight of Pentacles. The Three of Swords, I cannot, really, if you feel drawn to pile number 1, definitely. Three of Wands, all right. So, yes, if you feel drawn to pile number 1, definitely check it out because there are multiple cards that came out the same. But again, only if you feel drawn to it. All right, so Five of Wands, the Death and the Devil underneath, and the Hanged Man and the 10. Wow. First of all, what I can see is you're going to have an extremely tiring, busy time. And this has been going on for a while. I don't think it's just for the next 7 to 10 days. But I see like within the next 7 to 10 days, you're going to reach this point where you're really going to want to break something, like a cycle or something. And I feel like either you're being overworked at work. I feel like some of you might have multiple jobs, multiple streams of income, or you just have one job, but you also have a lot of work that is not related to your job, like at home or something, and you're juggling a lot of activities and you're really tired. I feel like many of you are maybe students and you're also working a lot because you have the Two of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. So like this literally makes me feel like someone who is working hard to pay for their studies, or they are, you know, in an apprenticeship. This is actually a specific message for some of you. You might be getting into an internship or an apprenticeship within the next 7 to 10 days. And these cards, wow, came together also in in pile 1, but they were reversed, I think. No, actually they didn't come together, wait. But these two cards appeared in pile number 1 as well. Not in this combination though. In any case, so you have the Two of Wands and you have the Three of Swords. Yeah, I'm seeing like a lot of longing here. There's something you really badly want to, but you're not going to be quite able to do within the next week. However, don't despair because change is going to come, okay? You definitely are going to go through some change because you have the Death card. But I'm seeing here like there's some longing for a different situation. You know, maybe some of you literally want to move abroad, like desperately. Maybe you have been trying to move abroad, or you have been looking for an opportunity, maybe like a job or a scholarship. And if you have been literally dealing with something to do with a foreign opportunity, I'm seeing most likely it's not going to happen within the next 7 to 10 days because you have heartbreak here. But this also can literally mean that you desperately want to have, like, I feel like there's heartache because you cannot change your circumstances quite yet. You know, that's the main thing that I see here. I don't think that this heartbreak here is much to do with a specific person. I think it's actually more to do with you're just really hurt about the way you have to live right now. I think you're very tired. You feel like you have to do everything by yourself. You're probably pretty defensive. You just feel like you're stuck in a kind of limbo where you can't ask other people for help. But the truth is that I mean, it is worth trying to ask other people for help. Can I just say that? Spirit is telling you, with these cards here especially, that the way to get out of your suffering, your funk, your stagnation period is by lending a helping hand to those in need or those who are in a lower position than you. You're going to be asked to, you know, step out of your comfort zone with respect to interpersonal relations, and I feel most likely this is about professional and financial opportunities. So this could be like you might be getting a teaching position. For some of you, maybe you could be getting a teaching position specifically to do with, I don't know, like this does sound very specific, but it makes me think of like teaching kids with disabilities, for instance, like teaching a tough audience in one way or another. Or like people who are coming from a rough background, maybe prison, I don't know. But yeah, it's like, but this opportunity, if you are going to be getting an opportunity to either teach or to help others in a lower position, it could be through sharing different resources, either giving your money or just spending more time with some people, sharing your knowledge. You should be getting that opportunity because it will help you grow and it will help you get over your own troubles. I'm definitely seeing something to do with foreigners here. If you are in a position where you have to deal with people from different backgrounds, whether they're foreigners or not, you always have to remember to put yourself in their shoes. Try to see the world from their shoes in order to avoid misunderstandings. This is also very important for communication. Like, it's very, very important that your communication is clear. Again, if there is something you don't understand clearly, it's better to ask twice than to make a mistake because you didn't understand the message from someone. And again, this could be relevant in, I would say, especially professional context, but interpersonal relations in general. And the most important segment here is the death and the devil underneath. So for some of you, you are stepping in the right direction when it comes to dealing with addictions. This could be like either addiction, or this could be anything that is basically a distraction, okay? Maybe some of you have been overindulgent with food, or you spend too much time watching movies instead of working on your long-term goals. Like, you know, the Eight of Pentacles suggests, you're definitely going to feel drawn to putting a lot of work in the near future because of this Pentacles energy. You're going to have to really learn to manage your time as well, because I'm seeing you're going to have multiple tasks, so it's likely that's why you're going to be feeling tired as well, you know. But most importantly, that's what I was going to say, you're going to be working through some issues to do with addictions within the next 7 to 10 days. You could be starting a new chapter, like maybe you're going to quit something significant, you know. I mean, for some of you, this could be alcohol or any kind of substance. But for others, it could be like minor addictions. This is anything basically that is getting in the way of your overall progress in life. So it could even be just bad habits, bad thinking patterns. You know, you're really going to be laying the foundations for a new stage in your life within this following 7 to 10 days. So yes, this is pretty much what I can see. Oh, with friendship here, very important that you hang out with friends, and positivity. Yeah. Positivity speaks of, right, you're probably going to go through a challenging time, definitely, but it's very important to stick to, you know, having a healthy attitude, an attitude of gratitude, and also just staying positive that you have what it takes to go through this. This is also why you have the strength here and the wisdom. So yeah, this is pretty much it. So I hope that you have found this very interesting, pile number 2, because I definitely have. And if you have liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe and click on the notifications bell to see when I will post a new video. And also, if you're also please comment in the comment section with any feedback you would care to give, or suggestions for future topics that you would like me to cover maybe. And also, if you're interested in a private tarot reading, you can check out the video description. I have left more information about how to get one there. I've also linked some reviews that I have gotten for previous readings. And also, last but not least, I do have an astrology channel, and I will be linking that in the video description as well and in the pinned comment, and you can go check it out if you're interested in astrology. Maybe subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. So this has been it. Thank you for listening, and I hope that you have a nice following week, and I will see you at my next tarot reading. Bye! Welcome, pile number 3. This is your reading if you have chosen this card over here with the Empress and or this amethyst crystal. All right, so this is going to be the shuffling phase. You can, I'm going to add timestamps. You can skip directly to the interpretation if you don't want to sit through this. All right. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 3? What should they know about the following 7 to 10 days? What messages do you have for them? What is going to come into their life within the next 7 to 10 days? Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 3? The people who chose the amethyst crystal. What can you tell me about their next 7 to 10 days? What should they know about this time? What important messages do you have for them? Hope. Waiting. Wisdom and patience. All right. So let's get some tarot cards. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 3? The people who chose the amethyst crystal. What is important for them to know about the following 7 to 10 days? What is... This one just jumped out. All right. I think this is the Hierophant, but I have to check. Spirit, what must they know about the next 7 to 10 days? All right. So, the Two of Cups, promising. This is the Star. Wow, this is the Magician. I think this is the Magician. I have to check again. Oh, come on. The Page of Cups. Wow, the Lovers. Very romantic time ahead. What can I say? All right, I need to pause and check if this is the Hierophant. Be right back. Yep, it's the Hierophant. So, definitely already a relationship theme here. But let's see what else is going to come up. Spirit, what should pile number 3 know about the next 7 to 10 days? All right. What should pile number 3 know about the next 7 to 10 days? What should pile number 3 know about the next 7 to 10 days? the 8 of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, Temperance, the Lovers again. What is going on? The Page of Wands underneath the Page of Cups, and the Fool. Yes, I also sounded undecided, but this is definitely the Magician. Wow. So, let's see. Hope and waiting and patience. Oh, I just realized, look this. Look here. You have waiting on this card, and you have patience on this other card. And here you have hope and wisdom. Interesting. And you have the Empress as well. So what I can see is definitely within this next 7 to 10 days, you might be having a chance to, you know, either for those of you who are in a relationship, getting together with your romantic partner a lot more than usual. You're going to have a particularly romantic time because you have the Lovers twice. So this could be a lot of intimacy as well, you know, a lot of passionate moments as well. Also because you have, like, to me, the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups seems like very kind of romantic. In fact, since you also have the Two of Cups, some of you, and I definitely think this is really specific, could be either at the beginning of a whirlwind kind of romance, or you're going to meet someone within the next 7 to 10 days, because you also have the Two of Cups and you have the Lovers twice. So, and you also have the Hierophant. So I think for some of you, most significantly, you might actually meet a very significant partner, someone that you might even end up marrying, because you also have the Hierophant here. So you are ending also, you have the 8 of Cups here and you have the Fool here. So you are ending this kind of painful, emotional chapter of your life, and you're starting this totally new chapter full of energy, full of optimism. You're going to be getting new opportunities. You're going to start a happier chapter, definitely. And look at this, the Two of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. This could show that you might be meeting someone while at work, while working towards your finances and your profession. So either at your job, or if you are self-employed, through whatever your line of work is. Or by somehow, you might be meeting this person somehow directly connected to money. So I don't know, within a bank or something like that. And you have the Star and the Temperance underneath, which shows that you might be getting some huge recognition during this time. And some of you, again, more specifically, you might get recognition because you come up with some kind of a creative idea. So I feel like definitely this has to do with your line of work. You might be finding a way to bridge, you know, two separate things that maybe other people don't see how they could mix. I'm talking about different fields or different departments within a company. You might find some way that they can work better together. And you might act as a kind of glue between either two concepts or sometimes two groups of people. Maybe you could be put in some kind of a situation of being a mediator, a manager. This could be a thing. For some of you, actually for all of you, regardless of the more specific interpretations, you are just going to have more clarity about what your path is going to be, like what you actually want to pursue in life. Because you have here the Temperance card is about pursuing a goal, and the Star is also, to some extent, it's about, you know, getting in touch with that inner compass, that North Star sort of energy of figuring out what it is you want to pursue in life, you know? And yeah, so I definitely feel like maybe, especially for some of you who maybe have been a little bit confused, or maybe you've been hovering between different jobs or different activities, you're going to be getting some kind of a strong intuitive nudge of going in one direction versus another. And here with the Magician and the Lovers underneath, I think that you have been manifesting someone, or you are very strongly manifesting someone. So maybe this person is not going to come up in your life within the following 7 to 10 days, because that is probably quite specific for a lot of people. But you are very strongly manifesting some new relationship. And so if you haven't already recently started seeing someone, it's very likely you're going to meet someone within the near future. Because yes, the Magician just shows you have very strong abilities to manifest. Like, I mean, again, for some of you, this could literally be about dabbling in spells. And as long as you're not dealing with conjurings and stuff like that, I would say, you know, spell away. Because you have also the Temperance, to me, kind of gives me the vibe of Wicca. It gives me this vibe of people who really know how to work with the elements. It's also an angel, so, you know, it's an entity that has to do with the supernatural. And here you have this little girl who opens a chest of, well, I think they're supposed to be kind of demons there, but, you know, obviously it doesn't have to be demons, hopefully. I mean, definitely, hopefully, you do not want to mess with such entities. But what I'm trying to say is that I think many of you might be using spell work to manifest. And I feel like if you have, this is a confirmation that, you know, someone out there is listening. You know, your message has been received and it is in the working here. You know, it's like your package is in the process of being delivered, you know. That's the message from the universe. And like I said, so you have the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands, which just shows that this is going to be a very romantic mood. And even for those of you, can I just say, if you really don't resonate at all with the idea that you're manifesting someone, maybe you're not even looking for someone right now, it's just this feeling here is just that you're going to be much more in that state of love within the next 7 to 10 days. This can also just be about just doing what you love in general, especially with the Magician and the 6 and the number 6 and the Lovers here. For some of you more specifically, this could literally be that you are just doing more of what you love. You know, you might be getting more opportunities. Maybe you're getting more ideas of how you could be either taking on new hobbies or even how to make money doing something you love, as opposed to, you know, just having a job for the sake of paying the bills. And so you're just going to be more in that state of creativity, of just being in the flow. You know, you're going to take more time. You're going to feel compelled, and you should follow that instinct to take more time for yourself, to just do things because you absolutely love doing them, without thinking, you know, oh my God, I don't want to be judged about this, or I haven't picked up a painting brush in 20 years, why should I paint? Or like whatever your hobbies or whatever you're thinking of doing, you should be doing them, you know, irrespective of how, you know, basically stop thinking about how you're going to be perceived or how you're going to be judged. Just think of doing what you love for the sake of that feeling of love and being in the flow. And that will actually help you on so many planes that you don't even recognize. You could be getting closer to, you know, again, finding out what your purpose is. You could be getting just closer to having, in general, a better quality of life, you know. And yeah, I feel like also for many of you, you could be finding your tribe. You getting closer to finding your tribe because of the Hierophant as well. You know, it's like you could be, you know, you could be meeting, and maybe not even just, yeah, I definitely think that there's a strong possibility you could be meeting a romantic partner. But I also think you're just going to be meeting people who are, you know, in similar vibes, similar values, right? Who care more about authenticity, right? Because the more you align with these qualities, the more you're going to attract people who have the same qualities. So it kind of makes sense. And also there's just like this really youthful energy here, this energy of blossoming, of springtime, you know, of like renewal, because you have all this like youthful, young, sort of fresh energy here. definitely you're starting a new chapter. This hope card really says it all. I feel like hope is actually hand in hand with the star card. And look at this, the Empress is actually kind of like a confirmation of, on the one hand, like all of these romantic cards, which could suggest you might be attracting a potential partner, because the Empress shows that you are getting more at peace with yourself, you're becoming more self-loving, and it also just shows that you're becoming more attractive. And obviously, the Spirit is telling you that you do need to be patient, because you have this waiting and patience both. So it's like you're going to be starting to be on the right track, but also you do need to understand that it's going to take time to manifest everything that you want to manifest. Wow, like definitely there's like the strong energy of you might be starting a relationship within the next 7 to 10 days. So, I mean, I'm really curious. Obviously, this is very specific. Maybe it's just going to be like a passionate thing, you know, maybe just a kind of romantic thing that will not be very, very romantic, very, sorry, long term. But it's something that is enough to kind of ignite that feeling of romanticism, of, you know, creative energy, of feeling inspired to pursue what you love and your artistic, creative talents. So yes, there's this energy of just, you know, refreshing and renewing your energy in general. And authenticity. All right, and also that you have very strong powers of manifestation. I think I mentioned that. Yeah, in general, not just with respect to the partner you're trying to manifest. Yeah, so be responsible about that. I feel like that's a message as well. All right, so, and also with, and one last thing that I wanted to say is that with the Magician, the message is that you have more power over your life than you realize. This is like a reminder that, remember, you are the architect of your existence. You know, you have more power to create what you want than you realize. And also with the star card, you might be getting more visibility, more recognition. So, and this, it goes hand in hand with the Empress, maybe because of your physical beauty, your outer persona. Like a lot of people are going to be drawn to you. And the star card also shows you might be getting more popularity if you are on social media, for instance, or just in everyday life. You might be attracting more people. You're going to come across as more charismatic and more attractive. All right. So this is pretty much what I can see for you, pile number 3, and I hope that you have enjoyed it. Definitely strong messages. And if you have, do not forget to like the video, subscribe, click the notifications bell to see when I will post a new video, and comment in the comment section with anything you would care to share, feedback, or any topics that you would care to suggest for future readings. And also, if you're interested in private tarot readings, I will be leaving further information in the video description about how to contact me. I only take readings through my email, and which you will be finding in the video description. And I also linked some reviews that I've gotten from previous clients in case you're curious to see them. And also, last but not least, I do also have an astrology channel, and if you are interested in astrology, go ahead and check it out, also in the video description and in the pinned comment. And of course, if you are interested, maybe subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it, and I would also greatly appreciate seeing you on my astrology channel. All right, so thank you for listening, and I hope that this will be useful to you, and I hope that you have a great week, and that I will see you at my next reading. Bye!